What's up, Earth2? This is Jonah Gabriel, the Earth2 anthropologist, and I am here today with an exclusive interview with a creator of one of Earth2's most interesting and well-organized cities. That's Ziggurat City, and we're going to be talking with Tileless. Before we jump into that interview, I do have some housekeeping with you. I realize that I have an open tile giveaway that needs to be closed. So this is from my city guide update video that I put out there maybe 5 days ago. The winner is Rodriguez Art. Congratulations, Rodriguez Art. You probably know him from World Art Guild. He's been doing a lot of the tile art around Earth2. Congratulations, Rodriguez, well deserved. Hit me up on Discord and I will give you those tiles. In the vein of city building, we've been seeing lots of this phenomenon of city building. I've been super interested in it. I've been developing the city guide, and there's at least 75 cities in Earth2 that have been popping up over the last month. And so I've been really getting into looking at the different cities. What are some of the aspects that are differentiating them? I've been organizing them into categories on that city guide document that I will link in the description down below. And in my exploration of Earth2 cities, one of the things that I've noticed is that there's a lot of difference in the degree of organization that have gone into these cities. And I think that Ziggurat is one of the most organized in terms of the city infrastructure. And so I'm really pleased to be able to speak with one of the creators of Ziggurat, Tileless today. What's up, Tileless? How you doing?
Hello, Jonah. Fine, and you? Really happy to be with you in your show, and thanks for your kind words about our city. I just want to mention that I didn't do this alone. I did all of this with my partner in crime, which is also my partner in real life, Hugo. And yeah, we are really happy to be able to talk to you about the city because it's been a really wonderful journey since we began with it till now. So happy to be here.
All right, awesome. Yeah, I wanna know a little bit more about you. I see your name is Renee. Can you just tell me, where you're beaming in from and just a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I actually was born in France. I'm 40, but I really moved to Spain when I was 3 years old. So I consider myself more Spanish than French. I also traveled to London for 1 year and a half. I was living there. I also lived in Amsterdam for a while, almost 2 years too, and now I'm here in Madrid, always doing my job as a light artist, I could say. I'm doing works like VJ in events, but I also do light sculptures and light installations, and that is what I do also with my partner Hugo. We have a little visual shop where e-commerce where we sell footage for other visual artists to play in venues, and that is what we do for a living till now. So this year has been a little bit crazy because all of this stuff happening, not so many events, so we've been a little bit quiet, but this Earth2 came right on time to rescue us and let our creativity express a little bit more. So very nice.
Well, that's awesome. It sounds like you and I might have some Earth1 collaborations that we could do, because I produce a festival in Santa Barbara, California, and we
Really
bring
nice.
VJs and visual artists all the time to our festival. So
Oh
maybe when
yes,
the
count on me.
pandemic's over, we can get you out to Lucidity Festival in California.
Yeah, for sure, man. I would love to do so.
So a question that I like to ask my guests, it's a little bit of a non-traditional question, but is what is your superpower?
I would say maybe creativity. It's some power that sometimes don't even allow me to do other things because it's always banging on my head and bring me stuff all the time, and it's something strange. I don't know if it's a superpower or if it's something that it's not so good for me, but but yeah, it's something that I have constant on my mind, wanting to innovate and create and do new stuff and do stuff that I've never seen. And yeah, I would say creativity for sure.
Nice, and we're going to get to see the fruits of your creativity today, and I'm really looking forward to it. So why don't we jump in? I'm going to let you do some screen sharing, and we're going to look at Ziggurat City. You're going to give us a tour. All right, there we go. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the first image we got to announce with the city. Is maybe what everybody recognizes for now, because it's the image we've been using, and this is more or less what we are envisioning. Is not going to be at all like this. I will just now talk more about the progress, but this was just a quick example of how we see the city in at daytime, because we are looking forward to do a lot of work at nighttime with all our shows. As when we began with Ziggurat, we had one thing clear, and that thing is that we wanted to bring as many of our friends in, not only in Spain, but we have many of them in Spain. They have companies, they do laser shows or video mapping or VJs, as we were just talking, and people doing light art, light sculptures, light installations. And one thing I was sure about is that I wanted all these people jumping in with me to this adventure. And I, as soon as I was telling them, these people are really into technology. They didn't have much trouble to figure out what I was talking about. So they believed on the idea, and I could start this city with them. I'm going to show you now the map, because I'm talking. Can you see now the map, Jonah? Now you
Yes, there
see.
we go. I
Okay,
see it.
so this is the where I call the core of the city, and here we did the drawing in the first day with my partner, and as soon as we had the drawing, I start calling my friends and carefully position them in all this core of the city. So I made sure that I had the people in that I wanted, because I knew that once we will make this public, this could maybe go bananas, and that is what happened. After we had to do this expansion, because it was too small, and we
And it
had
was
to,
growing so fast, people were
yeah,
buying all in it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and we had to go a little bit farther. So that is the main idea of the city. After that, after I had all my people in and we are planning to do great things, then I started to, for me, this is a game of collaboration. So I've been, because I told you that I wanted you in. I wanted every player that I knew that it could bring value to the city. I took my time and I wrote to not everybody, but everybody that I thought that could bring value, like you do all the time with your videos and your wonderful Excel sheet about all the cities and all that stuff. But yeah, we're doing collaborations with many cities. Now I think we've got like 9 or 10. I know there are many more, but we just have 24 hours a day. So we are placing those embassies in this, which will be the embassy street, all of this. Then we have also collaborations with Earth2 happen transport hub, this one, sorry. But yeah, we are trying to collaborate with as many people as we can, so this comes to life, and we can do great things inside the city. I showed you the day image, and now I'm going to show something that we didn't make public again. This is the day image, but this is what it's going to be at night, which I
Oh,
really like.
nice.
This is now is first time seen, because I never showed it, but I think it's a good place to show it.
Oh,
We will make
so
this.
are you telling me that this is an exclusive world premiere of the Ziggurat nighttime concept art?
Well, well, yes, because nobody saw it except Hugo, me, and someone from our team. But yeah, we are planning to publish this tomorrow, maybe, and
It
we
looks
want to.
really awesome.
Thanks. We want to publish this with the mention of Earth2 happener, as we just won the public voting award for the best city of January 2021. So we wanted to bring some new image and not be with the same day image all the time. We are
Congratulations on winning that award. Where was that award? Did the voting happen for that award?
YouTube.
Oh, nice.
All votings went on YouTube, and yeah, we won. So we are really happy, because I have to say also that I've been really inspired by Adam and Phantom. When I started in this game, I think every player has been following a pattern. At the beginning, you just buy tiles where your house is, and you don't really know. After you get that mining thing and buying gold, and you don't know why, but you're just buying in every mine. And I was checking these people, and they really inspire me with those Island Unknown and Slum City. I really loved it. And after that inspiration, I think I came with the idea of starting a city, and I really wanted to shout out to these people, because they are doing a great job, and they are pushing the imagination and what they will bring. I really love their sentence: whatever Earth2 will throw at us. And then,
yeah, I thought Happener Developments was really forward thinking as well. Back in December, I featured some of their work around Island Unknown right when guilds were just starting to get started. I did a video called Guilds, Organizations, and Enterprises. And I saw what Adam with Happener was doing.
I saw that video, by the way, Jonah. Now you just made me think about this. Sorry, continue, please.
Yeah, I'm just sharing mutual appreciation for Adam's forward thinking, sort of visionary creativity around this game, because I think that what followed, Ziggurat being an example of that, is sort of following in his footsteps and creating themed, concept of what the future of Earth2 can look like, which is just generating more excitement for the game and has really pushed this city development phenomenon.
I'm totally agree with you. I totally agree. And what would we be doing now if this wouldn't have happened? I think we would be a little bit, how do you say that in English? Bored of just buying tiles, because now look, the last image I just shared, we are having fun, we are having creativity, and that is what we like. So
cool. So what are you going to show us next? Do you have some 3D imagery?
Yeah. I just showed the map, and now I want to show you. It's really raw. We have a lot of work to do still, but we are already planning kind of where all those tiles are gonna be. Those are some of our friend buildings, but we might change everything, but we want to know how everything looks in the size that it should look. So this is the first one I got, but we've been improving this a lot, and I'm gonna change to other images. Now, also, I want to have a mention of our ziggurat, which is changing from the one you are seeing in the middle to this one, but it will be more modern. Let's say it's not going to be so ancient, but we have to be prepared if we start on the Stone Age, or I don't know. Yeah. So we are preparing many, at least of this building, so we can get started with whatever they will bring us with phase 3 or.
And what's going to happen in that center building in the center of the Ziggurat City? What's going to go on there?
You will have 2 levels of gardens there in the first 2 steps of the ziggurat, and then it will be headquarters and maybe we are not sure. We're just thinking and dreaming. Also, it will have a very nice terrace on top, but the most special thing, I would say, is going to be the light and laser and pyrotechnics show from that tower to the 4 of our squares, which is north, south, east, and west softwares. We want to do something like synchronized with everything, and it's gonna have like a, like a show like we try to do in real life, but we're gonna try to bring it to the main buildings of the city. So that's what we plan to do, but who knows if we will be able, or if we start in the Stone Age, maybe we'll have to do some bonfires or something. We will have to manage our way to do a kind of show in our city, because that is the main reason. We are not closed just to do shows. We want to have businesses. We want to have a lot of social. We want to have many things. The concept, let's say, it's that we will have some amazing shows. And as we like to call the city, it's the city of light, and that's something I think is gonna be true.
It makes me think about my experiences at Burning Man a little bit. The fire shows and the lasers and the lights.
Yes,
I don't know if you've ever been out to Burning Man in Black Rock City in Nevada, but it is one
I
of the biggest coordinated light art fire shows on the planet.
I've never been, but I know by heart all the installations that, but not all of them, but maybe in a good 90% of the installations shown there and showcased there, I think I've studied, and I wish to be there someday. I'm going to show you now a little bit of progress on the city. We are starting to put some gardening and maybe the sun of the desert, but this is not really the finished thing. But we are just sketching with Hugo, my partner, and we are testing things. We are already placing some roads and some stuff. And yeah, it's kind of a sketch. I'm gonna show another sketch from some other point of view.
Nice.
This is more from the ground floor, but yeah, it's as I said, and I want to repeat it because nothing is final here. We're just working, and maybe in 1 month we'll have something not totally different, but for sure much better than this. But I really wanted to, because you've done such a great job with your guide, and you're talking about cities, and I wanted to show as much as I could. So this is what we have till now. Is not the best, but well,
it's excellent. You're just moving the bar forward. You know, you're dreaming your city into existence before the technology is really even ready for you to build it. But I think that's amazingly important for where we're at right now, and there's not really a whole lot for us to do in the game, so it creates all of this extra space for user generated content like this that you're doing. And I just really appreciate how deep you're getting into it and bringing us visualizations of what you see in your head so that we can dream with you in this city. I absolutely love it, so thank you so much.
Last thing I would like to share, now that we've seen all of this, maybe
Nice.
this is what I wanted to. I don't know how.
What program are you working in?
C4D, and here you can see that, well, it's just like it's not going so well. I wanted to do like this is heavy, so bear with me. But
no, this is great. I love seeing underneath the hood. Thank you.
To do a little tour here, but we cannot see anything. But
how long have you, like, how many hours would you say you've put into developing this so far?
Just for the graphic part, I don't know. I couldn't tell you an amount of hours. I don't know. Let's say a lot.
A lot. Well, it's awesome, and this is, I think this is a testament to what can happen when you have artists at the wheel of some of these cities. You know, all of us bring different skill sets to the table, and to have someone like yourself who is, you know, well versed in the 3D modeling and the graphic design, and you can really bring your vision into a visual space and share it with everyone. I think that's really valuable. So I appreciate that. I do have a question for you that we haven't covered yet, and that is about Western Sahara and the city that Ziggurat is put over, which I believe is Dakhla. Is that how we pronounce it?
Yeah, Dakla.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I wonder if you could talk to me a little bit about your choice of location and if you know anything about that city and how that might influence the experience of Ziggurat.
Yeah. Well, of course, when we get to that point of the game, we didn't have so many places to choose that to begin with, because everything was already really pricey, so we didn't have many options. But we did have a few. And why did we choose Dakla? Dakla was a province of Spain. As I said, we come from Spain, and Dakla was a province of Spain until 1976. Also, now the United States, not the UN, but United States recognize Western Sahara as part of Morocco, and they said they were gonna bring an embassy of United States to Dakla. Also, it's been listened that Emirates will bring another embassy, and we are getting to maybe know that it's going to be an active place. And also a very important factor that we took into account is that we are not so far from Europe. Also, we like the fact that it was a little peninsula, so we could measure our city. If we went there, we could measure that if that area grow, it was because of the city maybe, and all of those three factors, I think, is why we decided to get to Dakar and to start it there. Also, it's a really nice place for kite surfing. I come from a place in France where they do the windsurf. I've always like this kind of wind sports. They do also a lot of kite surf there, and it's kind of a paradise. And we also like the atmosphere of a city in the desert. So if you take all of those factors, then that's why we chose Dakar.
My next question is about governance and decision-making processes. You know, as an anthropologist, I'm really interested in how people organize and how people make decisions. And within Earth2, we see now, you know, guilds have created their own discords, and then now cities are creating their own discords. And so everybody's got their own sort of internal community. And so within your community of Ziggurat, I understand you have a partner that you're working closely with. Is there some sort of decision-making hierarchy, or how do you deal with that sort of thing?
Yeah, it was a lot of work from the beginning. So we decided to do this in form of ministers. Soon as we had some friends that came, but this is a game that it involves money, so you don't want to push too much to your friends. So I really believed in this thing because I had a vision similar to this before this happened, but as everyone. But whenever I saw this, I really said to myself, this is it. I'm going to go for it. But you can't push your friends to do the same you do. So I was just telling them, like, leaving some tips and saying just a little bit. And whenever one or two or three were really showing passionate, and they were calling me and, hey, tell me more about this, then I was seeing their activity and they were passionate, and I start to not to push but to bring them with me. And then we do the same with the city. If I see that one of my friends from real life and partners, now he's a lot into resources, so he's resources minister. Then we have somebody who likes to talk to in real world, has a lot of work with agencies, and he knows his way on contracting other companies, so he's outlander minister. We just invent our ministries, but yeah, it's like Hugo and me are prime ministers. Normally we will have the final decision on top of everyone, because we spend the most of the money. but we are really open to listen to everyone. And if you are really motivated, of course, we will be talking to you. And if you bring a nice idea to the table, we will implement that idea for sure. But if you know that you have people who are willing to work hard, and we are willing also to listen to them and to make their decisions count, so we can work all together. That's more or less how we like to see our decision making in the city.
I've heard other people refer to that as a do-ocracy. In relationship to how much you do,
Yeah,
so does your voice get heard.
that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Also, I want to differentiate. I like tile buyers, but here you can buy 5,000 tiles. I don't give a shit. If you don't work, I won't listen to you, because I will listen. But normally, if you don't work, you will have nothing to say. So it's not about, we always say Ziggurat is not about tiles, it's about people. And that's what I really like. Maybe this last part of the interview is going to sound a little bit, well, this guy is stupid, or I don't know how it will sound, but it's really how I feel it.
Well, I love that soundbite that Ziggurat's not about tiles, it's about people. I think that that's, we'll definitely make sure that that's highlighted. And with that said, I want to move into our final segment, which is more of sort of a rapid fire. So I'll ask a question, and rather than a long answer, just, you know, 1 or 2 word answer. And we'll move through these last few questions in that sort of rapid fire way. I know you just said Ziggurat's not about tiles, it's about the people, but my question for you is, how many tiles do you own in Ziggurat?
Me and Hugo, which is the Ziggurat team, we own 4,500, and maybe in our personal accounts for just little things in the city, 500 more each. So
All right.
5,500.
Awesome. And can you estimate how many tiles are in the city as a whole?
I'm going to tell you about Western Sahara, because we don't know exactly, but the day we started, it was 119,000 at 32 cents. And today it's 201,000. So we are 81,000 more, maybe, from us.
That's good. That's really good growth.
I'm
And what
really
is the
guessing,
price
because
of tiles now for anyone who's interested in jumping in?
now is 74 cents, maybe double, just
Okay.
double.
And
A
if
little bit
someone
more than
lands on the
double.
city center, which direction would you suggest that they navigate to find the closest place to the city center that's still open for them to buy?
Best way will be maybe you can get closer to the center if you go to the north.
Okay, so just straight up north, or north and east, or north and west, or just straight up north?
Straight up north, they can find things.
All right, awesome. Can you give me just one example of a thriving business in the future of Ziggurat?
Spectacular stuff and night stuff will
Yeah,
be more than welcome.
I love it. The City of Lights, the
Yeah,
city of spectacular performance art. It
yeah,
sounds so awesome, and this image really captures that very well. My
yeah.
last question is, what is a feature of phase 2 or 3 that you're really hoping for?
I will say Unity. I want Unity to be part of the game.
Nice. Yeah, I love that. Thank you.
What did you get by Unity?
What did I get?
By Unity.
Like, what do I understand you to mean by unity?
Yes.
I understand you to mean Ziggurat being a place where all different peoples can come together and live peacefully or collaborate peacefully without conflict, and that being a model of unity to inspire unity in the rest of the world. Maybe that's not exactly what you meant, so why don't you describe what you meant by unity?
No, I love that. We'll keep that.
Okay, great. So you heard it from Tileless, creator of Ziggurat, the City of Lights, a city that's all about spectacular performance art, a city that's about unity. This is an example of a city that has a creator with amazing visualization skills that's bringing you concept art and 3D rendering. And so really excited to watch the trajectory and the future of this city. I think it has a really bright future in Earth 2. Massive gratitude to Tileless for his time. We're going to put all the links so that you can access the Ziggurat Discord community down below, and we'll put links so that you can access the Earth2 map of Ziggurat down below, so you can go buy some tiles in this city. And that concludes our exclusive interview with Ziggurat. Jonah Gabriel, Earth2 anthropologist, peace out.